Hi friends, welcome back. Now we'll see another problem statements with these solutions. In this video, I'm here with a problem statement that is these days we can see lots of employee are leaving their company, or we can say the attrition rate of the employee in many companies is very high. Today what we are going to do is we have a problem statement that is employee attrition has always been a crucial concern for a company, right? And attrition means a loss to the company in terms of cost invested in training and employee, right? There are a few companies which are forced to close due to high level of attrition. Okay, so to minimize attrition, several companies tries to analyze and understand several factors which might lead to an employee to leave the company, right? Here what we are doing is the IBM HR attrition case study. We have this data set, and this aims to identify important factor that might be influential in determining an employee who might leave the company. Okay, and let's say you are hired by the company and your objective is to understand the data and to identify the pattern in the data which will help HR team to take decisive action to reduce the attrition rate. So it happens if I am a data science or a data analytics in any company, so I'll have to do such work, which is very interesting. So there are two given data set we have. One is company data CSV, which contains information regarding the employee, okay, and the personal data of the employee. So in the company data, the information of employee in the company, and the personal data, the personal data of the employee. So what we have total fields in our data sets. We'll have employee IDs, employee age, which is very important, again field of education of the employee, employee gender, employee marital status, distance from home to work in miles, then frequency to business travel, okay, department of the employee, hourly rate of an employee, job level of the employee. Higher job level means the senior post, as the higher level is, as the senior post is, and job role of an employee, job satisfaction level of an employee, monthly rate of an employee. All right, how many companies has the employee worked before? Okay, does the employee gets overtime, average percentage take for the employee, total years of experience of an employee, work life balance of employee, like 4 means highly satisfied, and years employee have worked in current company, years that employee have worked in current role, total years of experience of an employee, okay, number of years since last promotion, number of years with current manager, employee has left the company or not, right? So let's get started. First, what we are doing is we are changing our directory. So to do that, we import the OS and we use csdir, which will redirect us to new directory. Now we are importing the necessary libraries that we are going to use, that is NumPy and Panda. Again, Pandas as PD and NumPy as NP. So let's read the data set. That we have two data set, company data and the personal data of the employee. We read that. Then what we are doing is, it is asking that view top 10 rows of the board data set. So again, we'll use head function and we need 10 values, so we'll pass 10. And in the company data set as well, we want to check all top 10 values. Now it is asking that merge both data set and name the merge data set as DF. So what we'll do is we'll use the merge function and we'll pass two data set, that is personal and company. How that, again in which, since we want to merge that, it should be an outer join, okay, and the outer join should be on employee ID, right? Now it is asking that view last record of combined data set. So our newly created data set is DF. So df.tail will give us the last 5 rows of the data set. Okay, now it is asking that display the shape or the dimension of data set. Again, to do that, we just use the shape. All right, df.shape. It will tell that we have 1470 rows and 23 column in our df data set. Okay, and if we print that in printf statement, so we can do that by accessing shape 0, okay, and shape 1 for rows and column respectively. Now it is asking that check the missing value, display number of null values per column. So again, to check the missing value, we use the df.isNull. If it is, then sum all those null values, so it will return all the null values inside any column. So till here, yeah, here we have work life balance, we have 4 null values, so it will return that. Now it is asking that drop the value from df and check if there are any missing value left after dropping null values. Okay, so once we drop all those na, right, and in place is true, that means we want to delete them permanently. Okay, and it is checking again whether there are null values again or not. Since we haven't find anything, so not to worry. Now what we are doing is we are checking the data type, number of non-negative values, and name of each variable in the data set. So for that, what we'll do is we will use the info function, which will return all the column, their values, their null values, and their data type. Right now it is asking that check the summary of data set. Again, to check the summary, we use describe function. Describe function will give a summary of all the categorical and numerical variable, right? So it will include all the description. Okay, and once we include all, okay, include is all means it will also provide some additional value. If we only use df.describe function, we will have some limited values here. Okay, like we can get interquartile range, standard deviation, mean, also max also. But when we use include all, it will give us count, unique, top, okay, all other values as well. Now it is asking that drop the variable employee id from the data frame. So again, to do that, we just use drop function. We are passing the column name, okay, which column we want to drop, and we are telling that okay, it is a column, so define that as x is 1 and in place is true. That means I want to delete that permanently. Now if I check the head function, so here the employee id function is removed. Now it is asking that check how many employee left the company from the given data set. So to do that, we have one column, that is attrition. So df.attrition, that means I'm accessing that column, and now I'm telling that okay, just return me the value count. So we have three parameters, three values there. No, sorry, we have two values there, no and yes, and the number of no is 1228 and number of yes is 236. Now what we are doing is again we are checking that the attrition column, and now this time we are saying that just normalize true. So this will give the output in the ratio terms. Okay, so the number of no ratio is 83%, we can say, and number of yes we have 16%. All right, now in the given data set 16.12% of the employee left the company. Okay, approx that. So now it is asking that create a subset of data set df new of all the employee who have attrited, right, and also check the shape of new data set. So what we are doing is we are telling that just access this df attrition, okay, where attrition is yes. All right, and we are storing these value in df new and checking the head. Okay, so in the df new, all the employee will be there which have attrited from the company. All right, so now we can see that the shape is 236 by 23. Okay, and what next, it is asking that create the top 5 rows and 5 columns in a matrix format, use data frame df. So it is clearly asking that we have to use df. Okay, so df.ilog we will use, and what we want is we want top 5 row and 5 column of that matrix. So 0 from 5 it is for row and 0 from 5 it is for column. Okay, now it is asking that analyze the mean for all the variable for employee who have attrited and whose who have not. Okay, so here for that we will definitely use group by function, and we are telling that group by all the value on the basis of attrition. Okay, and get that mean also. So if we use that attrition is no, so we'll get the mean of all the variables. Okay, and if it is yes, so we'll get the mean value for all the variables. So this is what it was asking, that to analyze the mean for all the variable for employee who have attrited and who haven't. So now it is asking that check the detail of 5 employee who have spent maximum years in the company. So to do that, what we are doing is we are sorting the values by years at the company, and ascending is false. That means we are getting the value in descending order, and head is 5. So we will get the years of spent that are higher year of spent will be at the top position, and lower years of spent at the bottom position. Now it is asking that find the minimum percentage salary hike the company has offered. So to access that, we have one column that is percentage salary hike, and we want to get the minimum, so we use minimum value, so it will return the minimum value. Now it is asking that what is the maximum total working years of an employee. So to do that, we have one column that is total working years of every employee, and if we check the max function, so it will return the maximum value of that employee which has spent maximum year. Now it is asking what percentage of employees stay in the company given they have spent more than 7 years with the current manager. Okay, so to access the data with the current manager, we are checking the condition here, that is in the DF, if DF years with current manager is greater than 7 and attrition value count is normalized true, right? That means what we are doing is we are getting the attrition value counts in fractional. Okay, but the condition is years with current manager should be greater than 7. So in the fraction we will get the value. Okay, now what it is asking, what percentage of employee lives greater than 10 miles from the company. Okay, to do that we are checking in the DF. So in the DF we have column distance from home. So to access it, we are checking in DF data set, the column is distance from home is greater than 10. Okay, this is the distance value, and now we are also telling that return me the value. This is the condition, but return me the value which count. Okay, so we are getting the value greater than 10 miles. So what we are doing is we are telling that okay, give me the distance from home and give me the percentage. So to get the percentage we are using count, and we are dividing that with the shape with the this column, and with the multiplied with the 100. Okay, to get the percentage. Now it is asking that create a copy of data set, remove the attrition variable from the new data set, and check the shape of the data set. So first, to copy the data set, we use df.copy function in the new variable. Now df copy dot drop, we are dropping the attrition column. Okay, this is column, so we are passing access1 in place is true, just permanent delete it in the df.copy. And now tell me the shape of this df.copy. So this time it has returned me 1460 by 21 matrix. Yeah, thank you.